is Heidi's brew house. We're going to use this as our first machine for the night. It's a pretty large machine. There's a couple different options to play this game. You have two different games, the Heidi's brew house and Pros.
Let's have some fun.
So I've watched a couple other channels out there, and we're gonna put $100 in and play a couple spins, see how we do. We're gonna bet $3 a spin. I've watched a couple other channels that play slot machines, and they all have their different sayings or different catchphrases. I always wanted to have one myself, right? It's pretty cool. So I was thinking, like, what would be a good catchphrase? And then I really like to think about what I did when I was a kid, as I loved watching boxing. And when I was watching boxing, I noticed that the announcers would announce differently when they had like a main event that featured a Latino fighter, because Latino is big in boxing. And instead of saying "ladies and gentlemen" when Michael Buffer or whoever the announcer was announcing would announce, they would say something like "señoras y caballeros." And I was like, man, are they calling them horsemen? What the hell? Because I associated caballero with caballo, which is horse. Of course it's not, it means gentleman in Spanish. So you're basically saying ladies and gentlemen. And so I always associated that they were saying the same thing. He was saying ladies and gentlemen, but I thought he was saying ladies and horsemen. But that's not going to be my catchphrase, caballeros or something. It's more that when they go to the corner in between rounds, the good thing is HBO actually had translators, so you could hear what they translated into English for the non-English speaking fighters, what their trainers were saying. And most of the time you're waiting for them to say something, and the translator comes back with lively, you gotta be lively in there, lively, come on, wake up, lively. And so I was always wondering, is that really what they're saying? I should probably learn Spanish to see if that's what he's really saying. Anyways, I really liked it, so I'm gonna stick with it. I'm gonna try it for a little bit, and every time the machine gets hot or we get to the bonus, I'm gonna say, come on machine, let's get lively. I mean, you gotta have something, right? You can't just say random nonsense most of the time like I usually do. So this machine is not doing much so far. We are down $60 or so. We're betting $225. We lowered it because pretty much every spin was a loser. And we really need the Heidis, the green Heidis to the purple Heidis, and a red Heidi, I think, in line 4. You need a minimum 5 Heidis from left to right to take you to the bonus round. And the purple Heidis will stay there as wilds in the bonus. The red one lets you spin a wheel. So far, nothing nice from Heidi. The bonuses are actually pretty good in this game, if you can line up some wilds in there too. So the pros feature, it usually happens more often, but Heidi will give you a wild line, and that one didn't pay very good. Sometimes 2 lines, sometimes 3 lines. That's Hans. He is your best paying symbol. So you want Hans all the way across the board.
It's another round. It's Millennial's head on it.
So see, she pumped up 2 lines, so this is a guaranteed win of some sort. Could have been better if we would have hit something in that 4th line. $20. That was our best line hit so far. Usually there's more winning in this game. Maybe I just found a cold machine. There you go. One more. Nothing. That would have been nice too. You would have those 3 wilds in every single spin. So what you're looking for is a combination of the wilds into the free game. So every spin will be pretty much a guaranteed winner. Need 2 more minimum. There we got the bonus. The minimum amount of spins though, so I think it's 5 spins.
Heidi,
Plus we get the wheel bonus.
The wheel.
We'll see how this goes out. Come on, lively, lively, lively.
Haha, the drinks are on me.
So he's gonna add some wilds in there. His spins mean there's
How
wilds.
about some beer?
That's what happens on Hans's wild spin. He adds those. You'd like her to add a couple rows of beer too at the same time. Nothing.
Cheers! Let's have some fun.
Join us for a beer. They come from
Oh, Heidi!
can laugh and cheer. And when you come to Heidi's, you want to sing along. Everyone has so much fun. You're right where you belong. Roll out the barrel.
So you can see if you had a lot of free spins, you'd probably win a decent amount. This one we only have 5 free spins, so kind of limited. You need a big line hit to get close to even.
Here you go. And give her a good squeeze.
This will be our last spin. So we're still down about half. I'm enjoying another Hennessy and Coke right now, so I should probably be drinking beer since this game's pretty much revolves around beer. We'll do a couple backup spins for $54. We'll bring it down to about 40 bucks and move on to another machine. Yeah, usually when she fills up multiple lines, she fills them up all in the back, and it's useless when you get nothing in the front to go with it. Like that. All those wilds and a 60-cent winner. This is a pretty large machine. It is fun when it's making a bunch of noise while we actually drop below the 40. So we'll call it there, and we'll move on to the next machine. So I tried the other Heidi machine they have here, betting $225, put $100 in, and we were up and down a little bit.
More beer!
Now we got 20 free spins. Let's see how this bonus plays out a little bit. Hopefully a little better. And Heidi got in our way big time that time. This bonus is going to be a lot better than the last one. I'm only betting $225 here. Now you'd like a re-trigger of some sort, which you can get the re-trigger with the free spin if you get the red Heidi.
Roll out the barrel and give a real good spin. With some help from Haus and Heidi, you could really win.
I love to play at Heidi's. Yeah, she's a real big tease. So I pick up her another round. Give her a good squeeze.
La 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 la.
Looks like we might be able to break even or come close to it from the first machine to this one. If you're drinking and playing this game, it's loud, it's fun. You don't have to bet big to have fun in this game. More spins.
Hey, Heidi, another round for my friends.
We have 3 spins.
Come join us for a beer. They come from far and near to drink and laugh and cheer. And when you come to Heidi's, you'll want to sing along. Everyone has so much fun, you're right where you belong. Roll out the barrel and give a real good spin. With some help from Haus and Heidi, you could really win.
I love to play at Heidi's, yeah, she's a real big tease. So I pick up my accordion.
I should probably be saying my saying now. Lively, come on. Gotta be lively, wake up, Heidi. Lively, lively. Come on, get in there, lively. I really liked it. Some of the Mexican fighters are my favorite fighters. It's funny, I actually won a huge bet against my neighbors when I was like less than 10 years old. Julio Cesar Chavez, undefeated Mexican champ. He was like 90-something and 0 at the time. He was fighting Frankie the Surgeon Randall. And I bet all my neighbors. And it's a good story because I used the proceeds to go to the flea market. And at the flea market the next week, I bought the undefeated champ shirts. Julio Cesar Chavez, undefeated champ, because he got beat in that first time ever in his career at 96 and 0, I believe. And I got him and crossed it out with a permanent marker to defeated champion. And I gave them to all them, so I used their own money to buy the shirts. And that really started my betting career. So they look, we're up a little bit now. I already finished my Hennessy and Coke, so I probably after this got to go get another drink to keep the party going. If there's any machines you ever want to see me play, I'll be more than glad to play them. Just put it down in the comment section, and I will take care of you. So a couple more spins here. Looks like we're going to win enough to get a free drink out of this. Last spin. That's the lines we triggered with. Like I said, you're drinking, having fun with friends. This game is fun. Try it. Heidi's Brew House. And I think there's a newer version with her and her sister or something like that. Check that one out also. Thanks for watching.